Hello and welcome to the United Stand. This is your latest Manchester United transfer news, giving you the latest Manchester United transfer news and giving it that real fan opinion. But when it comes to United transfer news today, anyone watch EastEnders last night? Nah, me neither. I'm more of a Coronation Street man. But talking of great rivalries, EastEnders versus Coronation Street, Manchester United versus Chelsea. This is the rivalry, or can I be more specific? Jose Mourinho versus Antonio Conte, I believe, is the biggest rivalry we have in the Premier League at the moment. Some would say it's Pep, and I think it was sold as that last summer. But Mourinho, he thrives on a battle, and this really started last October when Conte humiliated him in front of the fans who were made by Mourinho. And I don't think Mourinho ever forgot about that, and I think this will carry on to this season much like it did last summer. Yes, City are going to be competitive, but the reality is Pep doesn't want a battle like that. He'd rather invite you around for a cup of tea and a game of dominoes and a packet of hobnobs. He doesn't want any of that. He's timid, walking around in his nice little suits and his bald head. Pep is not interested in a battle with Mourinho because he will lose. But Conte is a hothead with his little wig on it. Of course he's got a hot head. Must be really hot. You try walking around with a big hat, big furry thing on the top of your head all day. But Conte versus Mourinho, where does it start? Where does it go? And as you look below you there is a theme to this tonight. Perisic, I just want to say about Perisic very quickly because I know people get fed up with Perisic. Who are Manchester United going to sign? Who are we going to sign? We're going to sign somebody, and I think for the first time in the whole summer, we're out of ideas. I think most people have been out. The press have been out of ideas all summer. But as United fans, we've had a rough idea of where we might go. Matic was no surprise. Lindelof was no surprise. Lukaku sort of came up on us very, very quickly. But at the moment, Aurier looks like that's dead and buried for a few weeks at least. Fabinho, would we really go back in for that? Bale over. So who else is there? Perisic is the only realistic target. The reason I think Perisic will come to United, I think he will. £50 million, just get the deal done. It is a crazy transfer window. Get it done. And the main reason is this is Mourinho's man. Mourinho wanted Perisic, so let's just get it done. Let's not carry on any longer. And I don't want second best. I want what Mourinho wants. So let's get it done. We're not going to give him Martial. We need to wind the neck in and give him Perisic. But let me go back to what I wanted to talk about today. This Chelsea versus Manchester United thing. It's rolled over into the summer. As we know, Chelsea's priority was Lukaku. United stole him and just totally took him off him. Yesterday, Matic comes out with the word music to our ears. Music to our ears. You know, I'm not going to say I'm wrong on Matic yet because I've got this feeling I'll say totally wrong about Matic. He's a lot quicker than I thought and he's still got it. My concern was his lack of pace and is he coming towards the end of his career? Already he's showing that that's probably not the case, but I don't want to give him the kiss of death and give him that Goldbridge seal of approval because that didn't work with Fellaini. So with Matic, but the great thing about Matic is I thought Chelsea wanted to get rid of him. I thought he was a Chelsea cast-off, and where I do need to totally apologise, and I think a lot of us do because a lot of us did think that. Why are we signing a Chelsea cast-off? Conte came out yesterday and said he was a big loss, Matic, that he didn't want him to go. It's a crazy transfer window. And effectively, Matic had 2 years left on his contract and wouldn't sign a new one and wanted to go to Manchester United. So Chelsea's hand was forced. He forced the move from Chelsea. I'm liking this guy even more. The great thing I'm enjoying about Matic is he's playing very, very well. I didn't really want him. But when you're down there, you can only keep going higher and higher and higher. And I just like him more and more by the day. So, yeah, well done, Jose. This is what he's paid for. This is why I love him. You know, even things that I don't agree with turn out to be great, apart from Fellaini and Lingard. But what else about it? Well, Ross Barkley, a lot of people, me included, wouldn't mind United signing him just to give us a little bit more in the midfield area, especially when there's concerns around Pogba and even Herrera. I think Barkley would give us more numbers there. £25 million apparently is available. Chelsea want him. So another player, Chelsea United, maybe. I don't know. I don't know whether we're in for Barkley, but Mourinho used to like him. And Willian coming out yesterday and saying that Manchester United did try to get him last summer, but Chelsea wouldn't entertain that bid. So there's a lot going on between Chelsea and Manchester United, and I don't think it's over yet. I think there'll be another couple of players, even this summer, that will battle it out over. And I certainly think United are coming out on top. You know, Chelsea's number one priority was Lukaku. We took it. Matic they wanted to keep. We took it. So Chelsea are taking the L's off United at the moment. But Chelsea are the Premier League champions, and it all starts this weekend as to where we can be. But have no illusions about it. It's definitely Mourinho and Conte. It definitely was born in Mourinho's mind, and he won't forget it. That day in Stamford Bridge back in October where Conte humiliated him, and Mourinho hasn't even started on inflicting that specific type of punishment that Mourinho obsesses about, that drives him. Many people think it's Pep, but for a Manchester, for two Manchester clubs, I think he's timid. I think Pep just is totally not wanting to go down that route with Mourinho because he knows he'll lose. So that Manchester sort of rivalry is just not taken off. It's Conte. That's where it is. And Mourinho is certainly up for that fight. And I think he's taken great satisfaction. Where Manchester United summer will go, who knows in relation to transfers. I believe we're going to get Perisic. And I'd almost be tempted to say that's about it. But we'll wait and see. But keep your eye on that Chelsea thing. And give us your thoughts about who our big rivals are. But I can't move away from Chelsea, to be honest. I think Mourinho's obsessive about it. And I think the fact that we didn't take a cast-off from them and it was a player they didn't want to lose is great news. Fosu Mensah was training with Crystal Palace yesterday. Pictures came out. It's not officially been announced yet, but I think that's fantastic. Crystal Palace now my second club in the Premier League. I'll be watching many of their games this season. I don't particularly like Crystal Palace, I'll be honest with you. I don't mind them, but I'll certainly be watching them and hoping with Fosu Mensah that he has a great season. I'm finished. That's it. Back tonight at 8 o'clock, Skype Goldbridge, unless something happens in the day. Join us tonight, give us your thoughts. 8 o'clock, Skype in. Going to be a cracking show. We're building towards the weekend now, but also keeping an eye on everything else. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day.